Welcome to another episode of FootPrint. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we will introduce our guest for today. We'll be right back. Welcome back, FootPrint. My name is Samuel Atamensa. And as you know, today we have a wonderful personality that we are going to have this conversation with. He's somebody whose path has traversed the area of business, and I'm talking about business from retail to whatever you call it, sports, entertainment, and to some extent some politics. And so it's an open book that we are all getting ready to read. His name is Harry Zakour. Harry,
yes,
good to see you.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Well, I'm doing well.
You look well.
Very well. Thank to God.
Wow.
And knock on wood.
Yes. I mean, look, the name Harry Zak has been associated with first and foremost, entertainment and fast food. Even before the international fast foods came to Ghana, when you spoke about fast food, Harry Zakour's outfit would come first, and then later on sports and entertainment, and then much later politics. But you are still Harry Zakour.
Thank you.
And I must say, you are you 70 years?
I'm 75.
75.
Yes.
People, I just met a 75-year-old boy. Wow. And 75, and you're so active.
I do a lot of exercise.
Oh, exercise.
Yes.
75, that's good. But Harry, so where were you born?
I was born in Accra here.
Okay, so the name Zakour, can you give me a little background of that?
Well, my father came to this country in 1906. And
1906. From where?
From Lebanon.
From Lebanon. Okay.
He stowed away and came down here.
Wow.
On a ship. And he stayed here for years. Then
1906. And he chose to come to Ghana.
Well, people, some people wants to stow away and go out to fight for their life, for their future. And he came and he did very well.
So he got to Ghana?
Yes. If you could remember, we used to live, if you know Royal Cinema.
Royal Cinema?
In Accra, Children's Hospital.
Oh, Royal?
Yes.
Yeah, Accra Central, yeah.
There was one house, Teacher Soa.
Teacher Soa.
His son is E.M.P. Soa, the Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice.
It's my father who
So this is getting towards Adedimpo.
Yes.
The Catholic...
the Catholic is at the end there.
Yeah. Oh, so that's where...
That's where I grew up. I grew up in a ghetto.
Well, maybe not. Because there were some huge buildings there when we were kids.
Yeah, those days, that was the residential area in Accra.
That's why it's not such a ghetto, Your part was there.
But now you can't say that. Zongole is beside us.
Yeah.
And
but that was actually the central...
of Accra.
Yeah.
That's what I said. All the Lebanese Indians used to live around.
Yeah. So you went to school in the same area?
I went to Accra Royal School in Jamestown.
You used to walk towards Palladium.
Palladium, go down.
Go down there.
Down, go.
Wow.
Then I started fighting my parents. I wanted a bicycle.
Yeah, of course, that was it.
Then my father said, no, you can't ride bicycle with this traffic. Those days, the trotro was around that area.
Yeah.
From our area to Zongole, and all. That was a very busy area those days.
Yeah.
He said no. So I used to take a walk.
Because I remember there used to be a filling station.
Zakour.
Zakour. So you had friends then?
Well, I used to have school friends.
Yeah.
And when I started... Young boys. When I started school, when we come on holiday, those are days, it was Metropole. If you could remember Metropole Hotel.
Oh, of course. You used to go
It
to
was-
Metropole.
It was booming. That's the only
That's
night.
the UTC, that side.
UTC down.
Yeah. And you used to go and do your own thing there.
We used to go and, students, how
Yeah,
bad we
yeah.
used to be bad. When we get to the gate, they say, you're too young, you can't go in. Then there was a Lebanese man sitting on the gate. I don't know if you could remember.
No,
Then-
I never entered.
And so I talked to the Lebanese, look, these are my friends. He said, no, you alone can't go. I said, no, I can't go alone and enjoy myself. Then he said, okay, you all come and pass.
Wow.
Then we all go in. Then Ringway Hotel came up.
Okay, much later, yeah.
Then Tiptoe
Tiptoe.
came up.
Wow.
You see how Accra is grown so big now?
You know, when I
Yeah.
drive past Tiptoe.
You can't drive to Tiptoe now.
Yeah,
It's-
of course.
it's
of
blocked.
Course. Now it's blocked. But I one day I actually parked in front of it and entered. And I asked myself,
Where are you?
so was that the whole Tiptoe we're talking about? I remember there was Lido.
Lido, this was Lido too. Lido was our Wednesday night. It was Apollo and
Yes.
Aliens,
Thank you.
the group,
Uh-huh.
Santiago's.
Santiago's.
They played this French music. It was a nice time. Not like I'm not saying it was our time, but now we've grown up.
Yeah.
Things have changed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, in Accra.
But you woke up with a certain level of excitement.
Yes, this is
And-
why I learned all those things.
Wow. So then the Accra map there, you have it in your palm.
Bukom and all this. I used to go and watch football in Bukom.
The park there.
The park, Bukom Park.
Was it? Yeah, the Bukum Park.
Yeah, the Bukom Park.
Wow. And then they had a Methodist park.
Agonos.
Yeah. Which for?
Agonos.
Yeah, Agonos Park. Agonos Park.
Agonos is in Maprobi, but they
Maprobi.
come and play main football.
Oh.
Mao and all those
Yeah.
clubs.
Yeah.
They used to come and
because
play. them.
Agonos, they used to come from Tema too, right? The house, there's younger group of
Yes,
house of
there's.
folk. Yeah.
Then I started loving football. I had an uncle who was Olympics,
Yeah.
who loves Olympics. So if I don't say we're Olympics, he won't take me to the park. Then suddenly I became an Olympics man.
Uh-huh.
I got into Olympics. Then I started clamping. I became like something like following the club. Then I got into the management.
Mm-hmm. Which year was this?
That was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
The 70s, yeah. You could remember I had my twins. They used to lead
Yeah.
Olympics to the park.
Yeah, your boys.
My boys,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I have my boys I used to buy them jersey from London,
Yeah.
dress them at like
Yeah,
Olympics.
it was so much fun seeing them. At that time I didn't know you in person, so I thought that they had been flown from some country
No.
to come and do
Now
that.
they are big boys.
Oh yeah, they are.
They are doing very well,
Yeah.
thank God. All the children are doing well.
Thank God. We thank God.
Then
Yeah.
I got into football. Then I became a vice chairman in Olympics.
Yeah, still in the 70s.
Yes.
Mm.
Then I became chairman of Accra Great Olympics.
Wow.
And I think playing Accra House of Folk wasn't easy those days.
Yeah. When you became chairman of Accra Great Olympics, who were some of the players, the popular players in Olympics? Remember some of them?
George Lamte
Mm-hmm.
left Olympics to House of
House of
Folk.
Folk, yeah.
A lot of players. Dogo Moro, not Dogo Moro, Boogie, Tete Boogie.
Oh, okay.
He was a good defender.
Oh. Yeah. So Harry, so tell me, so in the 70s when you were running Accra Great Olympics, this would be when the GFA had been formed, right?
Yeah, I could remember the GFA chairman. He used to be the BP managing director. Zak Bentu.
Zak Bentu is the
He
name.
rests in peace. He used to
Yes.
be a very good.
Yes, yes.
Good. I
yes.
used to see him when those days. The GFA used to be under the steps.
Yeah, the stadium.
The stadium.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the office used to be, and I used to go and stand there and wait for him to come out.
All right. Mr. Zak Bentu.
Yes, Zak Bentu.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I mean?
I
And
remember.
he was a good administrator.
Wow.
May he rest in peace. He was good. We have few of them who came to run. I can't remember their names, but the football in this country was then very good.
Okay.
I would say today is bad. You know, the economy has changed.
Yeah. I mean, at the global level,
Yes, you see,
changed.
no condition is permanent.
Yeah.
You should think of that. We used to have the best players in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
If the day Kotoko is playing or House is playing, you get a full stadium.
Yeah.
You agree with me?
Of course, of course.
The day I went to the stadium, I went to a stadium a match before this Sunday to watch Accra House of Folk playing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they won the match, but I wasn't happy with the standard of our Ghana football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in my time when I was the chairman of Olympics or House of Folk, I always planned for a recruitment team. You know, about 3-4 people. And when you travel with a team, you start choosing the players who you are going to bring next year to the team.
Yeah.
This is why I was so successful in Olympics. The day I was leaving Olympics, John Mensah and Alabi from Teshi, very huge guy. Olympics, Alabi, not Alabi, Joshua
No,
Alabi.
of course, not Joshua. Yeah.
Alabi and John Mensah.
That's a footballer, Alabi.
No, they were the owners of the club. They were the gurus of Great Olympics.
Great Olympics, yeah.
And I came to meet them. Then I said, no, I have to change Olympics. They started fighting me. Then I took over. You know, when the supporters like you, the fans will every time be behind you. So I started buying players for them. Then Olympics used to be a very big club. Then the Sanaris came in. Saeed Sanari, who is with us in the NDC now.
Oh, Sinari, yeah.
The two
Saeed,
brothers,
Saeed,
Saeed and Ahmed.
Yeah.
And well, we were like brothers, you see, I mean, but there was too much up and down in Great Olympics. But then I think the World Cup was on in Italy.
Which year?
I think 78
8?
or something, 78. When they played the World Cup in Italy. I went to watch the World Cup.
Okay.
When I came, there was so much problem in Olympics, selling players, Ado and Co, you know, those days, the under 20, and, the time of Osai Kufo and all these things. When I came, they wanted to sell some few players, and I said, okay, no problem, but we should look for better money so that we can build a club. They started fighting me. Everybody says, I have put so much money in the club, I want my money back. But you're not thinking about the club. So when they started fighting me, I said, okay, I'm resigning from Olympics.
So that's why you left Olympics?
Yes. Amakai Amatefiu, the lawyer,
Yeah.
he came and talked to me. Talk. I said, no, I've decided. But then Alaji Has and Bright Akweti and Mr. Nete was then the House chairman.
Yeah.
So I came to Accra House of Folk.
So talking to Harry Zakour and taking us through his own journey, starting from his love for football that took him to Accra Great Olympics, rising through the ranks to become the chairman of Accra House of Folk.
Even the board chairman.
Board chairman of Accra Great Olympics. It would turn out much later that he found himself in Accra House of Folk and also rising through the ranks. It's about Harry Zakour. This is Footprint. My name is Samuel Atamensa. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll see how he jumped ship into Accra House of Folk. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Footprint, and I have Harry Zakour here. with me. And interesting. So, Harry, you did Accra Great Olympics. And now, between Accra Great Olympics, when you left being chairman, how did you get to Hearts of Oak?
Well, I was here one day. I could see my brother Bright Akwete and the late Alhaji Has.
Alhaji Has.
May he rest in peace.
Wow.
He was then like a brother to me.
Wow.
May he rest in peace. And Mr. Neti, may he rest in peace. He was then the chairman of Accra House of Folk. Then I came into House of Folk. They welcomed me. The directors, they used to have a meeting at the AMA, the old AMA in Accra. I went there, I met them, they gave me their blessing, you know what I mean?
To come and join them?
Yes. No, not to become, I wasn't a director.
Yeah.
To join the club.
supporter,
So
yeah.
they gave me director of operation. But then House of Folk was in Africa. We started playing, we go, we play, we travel, we come back. By then Sam Johnson, we had good players.
Which year was this? In the 80s?
In the 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did, I don't have, I wrote everything, but I left the book at home. Then we didn't do well. We played, but we didn't. We were taken off by every club who wins the league, the African Cup, they take us off.
Mm.
So from there, my good friend, I grew up with him at Tuaoi.
Mm.
He's a good friend.
Yeah. He was also associated with Hearts of
House
Oak.
of Folk. I came to meet at Tuaoi.
Mm-hmm.
Then by that time, we having had our secretariat here. We used to be at Tudu. So this is where we used to go and have our meeting. Every Monday, we had different coaches, you know, Sam Dodu and Jones. We had a lot of coaches. We had a coach from Romania. I came to meet him in House of Folk, you know what I mean? Then I think we're doing well. Suddenly, then they have to appoint new chairman in Accra House of Folk. They gave it to the late Frank Sawyer, the lawyer, if you could remember it. Juice, the hotel.
Yeah, Zeus Hotel.
Zeus Hotel.
Yeah.
We used to go and come. Actually, it was very good to the club. And, you know, the supporters started worrying him.
Why?
You know, the club was up and down, you know.
This is the
his time.
80s, right?
Yes. Then I think they attacked him one day, and he decided he went home, and he got his pressure went so high. On the way, I think they stopped and they talked to me. I was at bus stop. Before they reached to Snate Hospital, our brother is gone.
Wow.
He was a good person. He made us bought the Pomima land. I was with him, we signed everything, you know, we spent from our own pocket to buy the land. He did, you know, he's a lawyer, and he was a lawyer to Popima. They gave us that big land those days. Half of the land is gone.
I can imagine.
Because we're supposed to build a stadium with about 20,000 capacity in his time. He was very good. And we lost him.
Wow.
Then they gave the club to Enes Bediaku, Enes Kemis. He's a very good friend of mine.
This then will be in the late 90s thereabouts.
Yes. He was very good. Enes could not stand the pressure. I was his vice. Then one day we were at the meeting, Enes brought a resignation letter that he has resigned. I said, my brother, why I'm behind you? That time, you know, Iti Mensah was then the minister for
Sports.
May he rest in peace too. He was the minister there. You know, E.T. does a lot for the club then.
Mm-hmm.
He was good. E.T. was good. You know, he loves Accra House of Folk. May he rest in peace. Even we were friends till he died. I used to visit him. Then we went to a meeting. I was surprised. I was sitting in a meeting. Then at 2 hours said, you have to take over. He was the board chairman. And Professor Atamos was the vice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think both of them, one of them was chairman. If Atu is not here, I think Professor Atamos, may he rest in peace too. He was like a father to me. Then we started playing. You know, I took the league about six times.
As chairman or
as chairman of Accra House of Folk. I took Gala, I took top 4. Nothing on the earth I never took. I took everything.
So which years?
That was in the 80s, 90s time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to play Africa. The first time I came second by Esperance, a club from Tunis.
Tunisia, yeah.
Yes. Then we go the second time.
This under Coach Jones. The second time.
Yes.
At
Jones was with me.
Yeah.
Sam Dodu came to work with me too.
Okay.
Some of them came to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
But Jones was good. May he rest in peace. He was a good coach.
Oh yeah.
He was perfect.
By all standards, man.
So we started playing, and you know, I started building a team. One day we're there, and I think we have to play Nigeria. Black Star has to play Nigeria. And I think they couldn't build the team up. So they asked Accra House of Folk to go and play Nigeria at Accra Sports Stadium. We played them. We could have beaten them if Charles Taylor has taken his time. He was my boy, Charles Taylor. You know, by then Osei Kufo, Ishmael,
They had just joined.
Sapon. You know, we had a good team. We can't even go to Europe and it's like Manchester United. The team was very strong those days. We played and we went second time. We lost on 1 point again in Morocco. Then we came back, we won the league. We went back again. We went to Senegal. First half we were beaten 2-0. And I asked Rashford, Tete and Alhaji asked, how are we going to go back home? Anytime we come and play, they beat us. Why? So I went to the changing room, talked to the boys. What is the problem? I said, Chama, you go and sit down. Leave us alone. Jones was there, you know, just to give me the chance always to talk to them. We came up second half. We beat them 4-2.
Wow.
There where we went to the finals. You could remember what happened. We went to Tunis. They beat us the first goal too. Half time, I was feeling cold, me and Ashford Tete. I said, what? But he was a GFA chairman. He gave us a place in Egypt, Butler.
Nana Brew Butler. Yeah.
Nana Brew. Thank him. He used to be very nice to us. He made sure that his company in Egypt, they gave us a hotel. So we were camping in Egypt for 2 weeks before the finals. And all the bills, Butler was paying for it. So we left.
Though he at the time was then assisted by Alhaji Jaula, right?
Yes.
As the deputy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jaula came in later on or something.
As deputy.
Yes.
And then much later he
and,
took over. Yeah.
Adekoka and all those ones.
Yeah.
So we left Egypt, Cairo. We went to Tunis. Well, we arrived, they took us very far where we have to live. They took us to a hotel which has not been working for years. And I said, no way. We're not going to stay in that hotel. No way, I cannot stay in that hotel with the players, no way. Come and see me and Alhaji as we're fighting them. Then they moved us to another hotel in town, which was very good. And the hotel was a very nice hotel. We were there. Stephen Akwete, Niaye Bonte, you know, Fawaz Zak, Fawaz was with us. Fifi Forsin was there, and there's Al-Hassan, and we were a lot of people when we went for the finals.
Fawaz is the Lebanese guy.
Yes, they were troublesome Fawaz. Yeah. He's around.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen him in ages.
So we went and we played the Moroccans, the Tunisia club. First half, we were beating 1-0.
So this is the championship.
This is the
Africa
finals.
finals, yeah.
Then,
and this is in the 2000. 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
2001, thereabout, yeah.
Before that's what they called me, the Millennium Chairman. This was the late President Atamels who named me the Millennium Chairman.
That's correct.
May he rest in peace. First half we were beating. I was with Ashford Tete. He was the administration in House of Folk those days. And he was standing beside me when they said we should go for a break for refreshment. So, you know, how can we eat or drink something when the pressure was on us?
Yeah.
He said, no, we can't. So we're there with Maxwell Addo. He was the treasurer. Then we came in the second half. Alhaji was sitting on my left. Ashford Tete was sitting on my right. Not 10 minutes, bam! Ishmael Addo put in a goal outside the penalty box. Nobody knows how the ball went into the net. I come and see the whole stadium. 1-1, the whole stadium was so quiet. If you throw a pin, you can hear it in the stadium. Then then Jones brought Ajeku. If you remember Ajeku.
No, not that I remember.
There was a player called Ajeku. He came, he threw the ball into the net, 2-1. I couldn't believe my eyes. The boys were good.
Yeah.
They make Ghana so proud. So we left, we won the match there, we left, went to the hotel. The next day we fly back to Egypt, to the hotel where we were staying. So I let the boys go shopping. You know, I gave them their per diem and they all want to go shopping. They all went shopping, they were happy, you know what I mean? Then we took the Egypt Air, coming to Accra.
Wow.
You could see this. You could see the airport. It's more than a stadium.
And the crowd.
The crowd. And you see what I like in the pilot. The minute we touched down, we had a small flag. The pilot took the flag, opened the window and put the flag there. My tears came down.
Wow.
When I came down from the plane. You know, I couldn't go through the stadium, through the airport terminal. They have to put me in a car, take me to the Air Force station to go. Because if the crowd sees me, I don't
know what to happen. I can imagine.
So,
yeah.
I came home.
So that's when House of Folk won the African
Cup. Now we have to play another cup, CAF Cup, Super Cup.
Yeah,
the Super Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know what really happened in Accra. You know, we came back. 2 weeks later, we played. I went to welcome the Moroccans. They came with a private plane. I went to the airport, but I put them in a first-class hotel.
Where?
I put them in Golden Tulip. And they were so happy. And I got sick that night.
Wow.
They have to rush me to hospital.
Oh.
So the day of the
March.
pre-match, I wasn't prepared to go, so they came and took me from the hospital to the park. And that was the final day of the match. You could remember.
And what was the outcome?
The outcome, you know, there was a problem. I think somebody left a gas behind the VIP. And these Arab people got crazy that we are planning it. And you know, the referees were from South Africa. They saw what their goalkeeper was trying to do. He took a broken glass.
What? Cut himself?
He cut himself that, look, they throw glass at me. And the referee said, no way. Nobody can throw and you have to have that cut. I'm not going to do that. Ping to the center. And you know, we beat them.
Wow.
And that was another big day.
I remember the euphoria that surrounded these things, but it was good.
House was good by then.
Yeah. So, Harry, tell me, we've spoken about your football and Hearts of Folk, and if we want to mention for the life of Accra,
we haven't gone to Kumasi.
Yeah.
You remember when to play the Super Cup?
Yeah.
Zamalek?
Yes, that one.
That one was a good match.
Because Zamalek
was a very big team those days.
Team.
Like El Hali. We beat El Hali. In my time, I beat El Hali. There is no team which comes and I don't beat him.
Wow.
And people say, I bribe the referees. It's not the referees. It's the way the boys play football.
Yeah.
If you can play as a black star facing Nigeria, then what are you talking? What can Harry Zak do?
Yeah. Well, those guys, they really
played football.
Wow. So this is Ishmael Ado,
Zakour,
Cobson. That's Emmanuel Cobson, right?
Emmanuel Cobson, Jacob Nete in the club, another goalkeeper. I can't remember their names. We had a good team. We have a even on the bench.
Yeah.
If you come, you are the best.
So this
we went to Kumasi.
Mm-hmm.
We went a week before to Kumasi.
Uh-huh.
Then went to play Zamalek. But then the former Black Star coach, Otto Fista, was their coach.
Yes. Okay.
And we met Otto Fista, we became friends, you know what I mean, asking how is Ghana. Everything is like the way you left. We played and we won the match.
Wow.
Then, you know, House has a big support
mm-hmm.
in Kumasi. Chapter 9. And come and see what is going on in Kumasi.
Wow.
We went back to the hotel, so they said the places they won't stay, they want us to come back. And I said, no way. We've come somewhere, we have to take the cup and go and give it to Asantini. We cannot leave Kumasi without presenting the cup to Asantini. You can see the picture here.
Oh, yeah.
I went to present the cup with Niayi Bonte and Jones.
Huh?
Niayi was there. That's the late Jones.
Niayi Bonte is the current chief.
He was my vice.
Mm-hmm. But he's not the chief of...
yeah, he's the basic chief.
Basic, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me, quickly, before we take our next break, what were some of your football experiences with Hearts of Folk playing Kotoko?
Oh. Some of them left to us, like Charles Taylor.
Uh-huh. He left?
He left us and went to Kotoko.
Yeah.
He couldn't. You see, I wanted to send him out. But the price was good for him to go out, Charles Taylor.
But he was good.
Charles Taylor was a good player.
Yeah.
He can play left, right. I brought him from Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Charles Taylor was in Accra Great Olympics. I brought him to House of Folk. Even I have to fight Herbert Mensah those days.
Mm-hmm.
They gave 80 million, and I said I will give 100 million.
Yeah.
Those days, 100 million was, you can buy even a house.
Tell me, were you involved in Hearts when the May 9 disaster happened?
I was then the chairman.
Yeah. What your own recollections?
Well, I think I got to the park very late. Uh-huh. And you know, the changing room at this time, mm-hmm. the changing room used to be down there. And the Kotoko supporters started throwing things on me.
Wow.
But I went through, and I went to the room to talk to the boys.
This was before the match started?
Before the match started.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute we all want to come down, all the gates at the back was locked. All the gates, about 3-4 gates to the main, going to the VIP. Like what you see now, the gates. So I went to go through the stadium, and one army officer, a lieutenant, he was then in charge. He held me, he threw me, but then the match has taken off. I wake up, I held him too, I throw him. By then, Herbert and everybody was sitting at the park, you know what I mean? They saw what happened. Well, I didn't take it that serious. I came back to bus stop and I see about 2 big vans of army.
People.
By then, the late Atamas was the vice president. They came, and when they came, I took the back door, ran away, and went home. And I don't know who brought them to the house. So when they brought them to the house, my wife says, no problem, you go with them. So I called Alhaji Haz. He followed me. They took me to the Burma camp. They took my clothes off. They threw me in their cell.
So this must be before 2000 then?
Yes.
Before year 2000?
Yes.
Okay, so it won't necessarily be May 9th. One of the House Kotoko encounters.
Yes. That accident is before Kufuor.
Yes. Yes.
A match with Kotoko.
Yeah.
There where we beat them 4-0.
In Accra?
In Accra, we beat Kotoko here 4-0.
Hey, but then you should play again, no? Because we have to beat them again.
That time, Herbert Mensah versus Harry Zak. You know Herbert too was good.
Oh yeah, Herbert is good.
Herbert is very good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a long time. I think we have to keep our friendship to go and look for him.
Herbert is a big man.
Oh, he's a good man. He's a very nice person. If you don't know Herbert, you should know him.
Well, he's just made progress, man.
Oh, Herbert is good. So from there, I think we went too far. We went to Africa, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There, then we have to leave Kumasi. We have to go and see Asante Idi, present the cup. It's not good to leave Kumasi without presenting the cup. Mm-hmm. We present the cup and we left to Accra. That was it. To come from Kumasi to Accra, every village, they are waiting for us.
That's it.
I was in a car with Alhaji and the bus was behind it. And you could see people lying on the road, the bus to pass over them. You know, that was Accra House of Folk.
All right. Now we are talking to Harry Zakour, and it's been football so far. You know, we'll take a short break, and this is FootPrints. We'll come back, and we'll see what he did after he left Accra House of Folk. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is FootPrints, and I have Harry Zakour with me, and it's interesting where, you know, this football thing has taken him, and I'm sure because of football you made friends in most of the FAs on the continent. Did you have any relationship with the former CAF?
Well, some of them, I think, I went to the one you called.
Hayatu.
We were good friends, you know what I mean?
Wow.
When he comes to Accra, I go to meet him at the hotel, we talk.
Yeah, man.
But you see, I started losing interest when I left Accra House of Folk.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Come back to my business. But by then, when I was running Accra House of Oak, the business totally collapsed because my attention was not there.
Yeah.
I came back. When I came to introduce new shows in Accra.
But tell me, which year did you finally leave Accra House of Folk?
2002.
2000.
Nia Ibonte took over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you could remember.
Yeah. So you left after the Africa
Cup.
Cup. No. Why did you leave?
Well, once I went to the stadium, I started seeing board Mokoaya, Mokoaba. That means I should go after my 6 years. So I called Komna Yobua. He was a good friend of mine. He used to come and watch football with me at the pool back those days. Mm-hmm. And I told Komna says, no, you can't go. I said, no, I have to go. So we have to draft the letter. and present to Atu or Atanos.
Why?
I took the letter, went and gave it to him. He said, no way.
Wow.
You cannot leave. And I said, no. So Atu came there and we talked. I said, no. I want to leave. I'm tired. I want to go. Professor was not happy with me. He wasn't happy with me. I said, I have to go. And I left.
Wow.
So I came to sit down, and they gave the chairman to Nia Bonte. I was happy. He was my good friend. We were friends. I used to go to the stadium to support him, you know what I mean? He was doing well. I think he didn't do well in Africa, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I think the club started going down.
Having problems, yeah.
That was the time I ended my football career, and I haven't been to Park for more than 15 years. It's recently.
That you went there.
Yeah, but when House of Folk was not doing well, if you could remember, they were in the same problem they're facing now. We have to come in, Alaji has to come in, Nia Bonte has to come in, all the old management has to come in, just to take House. We were playing Lions, House of Lions in Cape Coast. That was our first match, which the club belongs to Randy Abbey. And Randy is my son. You know, he grew up with us in Tesano. When I got to the park at Cape Coast, I saw Randy. And I went to sit in front of Randy Abbey. I can't talk because I need a match. And they too, they were, if they lose, they are going. And if I lose too, I'm going. Then we started playing. I've talked to the boys. First half, we gave them 2-0. Second half, we gave them 2-0, 4-0. And Randy was sitting beside me. I felt so sad. Because Randy is a good friend.
But tell me, so what was your own experiences throughout your tenure as chairman of Accra Hearts of Folk? What were your own experiences with the Ghana Black Stars?
Oh, by then we have few players who are playing Black Star.
Like who?
Like Sam Johnson and co.
For you?
For you. You know, he was one of the best players.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that Sam Johnson in particular has been recognized enough in this country.
Nobody talk about him. He has a gym even in Dansoma. Nobody talks about him.
For you?
For you?
You can't go past him.
He can play even defense. He can play midfield. He can play forward.
Oh, man.
Oh, Sam Johnson is a good player.
Yeah.
I remember the day House transferred him. He went to collect his money at the bank. But then I was running bus stop. He came here. He said, Chairman, I'm going. I felt so sad. He said, they give me chicken and rice. That was my last chicken and rice. I said, oh, Sam, you can have it. That was the last time of Sam Johnson in House of Folk.
Wow. And he traveled out of
He went out, yeah.
Is it to Turkey or?
He went to Turkey, yes.
Turkey, yeah.
And he was doing well.
Galatasaray.
Yes, he was very fantastic.
Wow. He did so well in Turkey, I remember that.
Sam Johnson was a good player.
And who else do you remember playing?
Some of them went out. Zakour was supposed to go out, and I think the contract didn't go through.
Which was Zakour?
House of Folk.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel Zakour.
Not the Zakour.
No, the Kumasi.
Emmanuel Zakour, the dark guy.
Yeah, he was. You know, he was very good.
Very
player.
good guy. Yeah.
And Ishmael's supposed to go, and he doesn't want to go to Africa. He wants to go to Europe. We had a contract from one of the Moroccans or the Tunis club. He didn't want to go. Suddenly he came down. He couldn't play football like before.
Yeah.
He has to struggle before he end up in America. Zakour is in America too. You know what I mean? When I go, I see him. Sapon. We didn't call Sapon.
Yeah, Sapon, yeah.
That smallish
guy, yeah.
We had good players. Yeah. They made Accra House of Folk.
So when you look back back looking at your football career, what do you think has changed?
Now?
Yeah.
This thing started changing about 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yes. You see, There was no local football. You know, those days, if Accra or Great Olympics or Kotoka, they have a second team which comes to play, if you could remember.
Yeah, before the main match.
Auroras or
yes.
Olidade, their second team, or the other teams, you know what I mean? It was beautiful. Suddenly, these things all went off. No under 20. They
Don't you
played.
think because football at a global level had become a highly commercial activity?
No player wants to stay in Accra.
Because there's no money here.
We, in my time, we used to pay them. They don't depend on their salaries. They depend on their winning bonus.
But it wasn't much.
Yeah, but League One, when we play a match, the bonuses I gave from my own pocket to them.
Yes.
They were they like. Most of them, when we got the $3 million, we share it to them.
Yeah, but how many times in your career will you get this $3 million?
We're supposed to go to the World Cup. We couldn't go to the World Cup, if you could remember. They closed it that. I think there was a problem. We couldn't go to. If we have gone to the World Cup, we could have made more money.
Yeah.
But we used some of the money to buy the secretariat.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it was from President Hotel family. The President Hotel.
Yeah, Asylum down.
It was one of their properties.
Oh, I see.
So in my time, we bought it. And I bought them a bus from that money. And when this thing started, up and down, and they want to float the shares, we'll come to the shares now. I was against the floating shares, really. This is why Togbe was my personal friend. We eat, we drink, we go out together, we do everything because his office is next.
Was just here, strategic,
Yeah.
on top here.
Kufuor's building,
Yeah.
their mother's building.
Yeah, where George Kufuor used
Yes.
to come a lot. Yeah, I remember.
That was their mother's property.
Oh, okay. I remember when Toby was setting up
Yes.
the
I got him
the
the place.
office.
I
Okay.
took him
This
to
was in 90,
George
92,
Kufuor, the one who
93.
died, the brother.
Yeah, George died, yeah.
George was in charge. But then Kufuor was standing for president, you know what I mean?
Much later, yeah.
Yes. Later, not before.
Yeah.
Some 2-3 years then.
Yeah. Well, this, he sets it up in 93, 94, thereabouts.
See how the years are running fast.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm running. I want to see my grandchildren all growing up, getting married.
Yeah.
Some of them are in the age of 14, 15,
I
16.
can imagine.
I
So
want
the
to-
shares, did you
What really happened, the place all in my time, I bought them. When I said the floating share, I didn't know what it is. I said, no, I don't want to go back and say I bought IT Dormont, I bought Jacob Netty, I don't want to trade it to shares. The only what I want to do is the African Cup. But then we didn't have money. I have to. My marriage was going for divorce because I have to pay the children's school fees. I have to use that $100,000 to pay so that we can go and play.
your personal money?
Yes. That is, the club owes me about 160 or 130, I can't remember, but I have the file with me here.
They still do. Or back in the day.
Togbe didn't want to flow my shares. And everybody knows, all those players in my time, I was the house chairman, I did not put them into float. Because my mind says they can't pay me. So Togbe started buying the shares. Frank Nelson was a good friend of mine. He was, when I left, he was part of I bought him, he was part of the management, and he joined the new management of Nia Ibonte. He's the second biggest floating shares in the club. My state to now, Togbe will not flow my shares. It's okay. And I will not take house to court. Because if I take house to court, people will start pointing finger on me. I love house the way I love myself. When I see house is not doing well, I'm not happy. That's why I came to the stadium on Sunday and started blasting them. You people will sit down and you don't take care of the club. You see in the club is thinking, you want all the old members to come and help before we can take you out of that place, which is not fair. Odote was sitting there. But you see, the whole blame, I say, is not by building a house. You must have a good administration football. You must have a good coach. You must have a good chairman. You must have a team, recruitment team, that when you are playing a league of 16 clubs, every time you go, you point on a finger, Mensah is good, Jacob is good. You write them down. Then you start talking to them before the end of league. This is why I had Familia from Afenia and a lot of places. I can't remember them now. This is how I built Accra House of Folk. But it's not like this now. When you look at them, if you look nowadays, when you look at Ghana football, I'm not blaming, nothing has to do with the GFA. They are doing their best, but they can't catch up.
With who?
They should sit down and let under 20, under 23, under 17, like the old days of those Jaura and Butler time, where they used to play. Like Monday, you can go to
Monday Stars.
Monday Stars. You see, I don't have to say it. And you go and see the players there. That day, that time, Monday Stars was more than Accra Sports Stadium.
I tell you what.
Why all this thing? Today is what? Monday. If you go there or you go to Kotowabi, you won't see anybody there.
Kotowabi Park. I wonder if the park is still there. If somebody hasn't taken the land to build some.
Well, there's no any land in Accra. They've taken all the lands in all the.
Kotowabi Park.
My land is a 233.
Yeah.
I own the 233.
You still do?
Yeah, I still own the land.
Oh, okay.
It's by Dr. Odwe.
Yeah, Odwe, yeah.
And
I remember you had a little bit of an issue with it at some point,
yeah,
right?
I went and guaranteed Accra House of Folk.
Ah.
I have to go and pay the loan.
So you used that property to guarantee
House
Phobia,
of Folk.
And they almost took the land from you.
You remember this man used to have, he's a finance company near the stadium. Oko Jani.
Jani, yeah.
He was going to sell my property.
Yeah, I remember.
And I
so this was at the time they were doing Jazz Optimist.
You're right. And the guy had cancer and he wanted to die in South Africa.
Yeah.
He came to rent the place.
Yeah, that's correct.
Actually, we built that place for my wife. She wanted to do fashion shop. And things were not going well. So he came. He was a good friend of mine. Then we gave him the place. He was doing very well,
Yeah.
Suddenly, this cancer business started on him. He has to travel to South Africa. Yeah. He went and he couldn't come back. They brought the body. Then I think they were owing us so much rent. We have to forget it. Then Dr. Odwe.
Yeah. Of Akai House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then, he was running a club in Kaneshi.
With Quantus.
Quantus. Your man is an old player. He plays on the ground, you know what I mean?
My man Quantus.
Yeah. Hey, those days, Quantus.
Man.
But then this is Accra, what you call Accra. Enjoyment. You go from bus stop, you go to Quantus' place. Quantus will come here. And then I gave it to Dr. Odwe.
Yeah.
Odwe is a gentleman.
Very much so.
A very nice gentleman.
Lovely man.
One day, I had the visitors. Then I took them there. I took a joke. The brother came to see me on the table. I said, I'm coming to...
Which of the brothers?
One of the brothers.
The
tall one.
Oh, Juni. Yeah. Juni.
And I told him, I'm coming to break next year, I'm coming to take over and I'm coming to...
Put something else there. The whole Accra will come after you.
You know who called me? Our big brother, Kufo. Harry, what are you doing? This is the place I go and enjoy myself.
Which Kufo is this?
The ex-president.
Wow.
That's seen me over in the picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
This was this year. He asked of me where I am, so I have to go all the way to Eburi to visit him.
Super. Harry, we have to end this program now. People, you've been hearing and watching Harry Zakour, the one and only Harry Zakour. But this is how far time will permit us in this episode of Footprint. Thanks for joining us. My name is Samuel Atamens, and definitely we are going to have another episode of Footprint that will tell the real story of his businesses and then his politics. Thanks for joining us. Catch you.